holy gesture. Once in a small village surrounded by prairies, there lived a family known for their devotion to the Creator. Each morning, at the sun's first light, they stood outside their teepee singing songs of praise that could be heard throughout the hills. Their melodies spoke of gratitude, love, and unity with all creation. Their voices were accompanied by their little white dog, Echo. Echo was more than a pet. He was a guardian watching over the family with fierce loyalty. The family's eldest daughter, Nova, often ran in the fields of purple flowers with Echo by her side. The prairie was their playground, a space where they could feel the Creator's presence in every blade of grass and every gust of wind. One day, as Nova and Echo played under the sky, the world grew still. Out of the horizon came three black spinning forms, part animal, part spirit. Their shapes twisted unnaturally. Fear surrounded them. Echo, sensing danger, barked and growled, standing between Nova and the dark beings. But Nova, taught to honor all creation, raised her hands and softly spoke, "All my relations." Her words carried the essence of the connection and respect. At once, the three dark forms dissolved into the prairie wind, leaving behind a sense of doom. Nova and Echo returned home with heavy hearts. They knew the dark forces would not abandon them. That night, Echo sought out the elder of the Dog Nation, a black dog whose body bore the scars of countless battles. Despite his age, the elder still carried the wisdom of countless lifetimes. "The contrary forces have seen the light of your family," the elder dog said. "It is a light that threatens them. They will attack through the heart of the family, the mother. Her body will weaken, her mind will be burdened, and her spirit will falter. The darkness will spread through the spiritual cords that bind the family together. Echo, you are a spirit of love. You cannot fight them, but your light can guide the way." Echo bowed his head, determined to protect his family. Echo went away to die, not out of despair, but with purpose and love in his heart. He knew the forces threatening his family could not be fought with mere strength, but with the ultimate act of selflessness. In the stillness of the night, Echo slipped away from the warmth of his home and to the familiar sense of his family, seeking a sacred place where his spirit could rise. He laid himself down in a quiet grove, the earth soft beneath him, and the stars above, casting their gentle light. Echo closed his eyes and surrendered his life to the Creator, offering his spirit as a guide for his family. He knew his sacrifice would create a path of light and protection, connecting them to the Creator's love even in their darkest moments. That night, as the family gathered to pray, the mother began showing signs of illness. Fear settled over the teepee like a storm cloud. Nova, desperate to save her mother, prayed deeply. As she drifted into sleep, an owl appeared outside the teepee. Its voice was calm and wise. "Stay connected to the Creator. Don't let fear build barriers between you and the light. The Creator's path is clear. What is taken is returned in a new form. Trust the journey, my little sister." At sunrise, Nova looked into the sky and saw a cloud shaped like Echo. Her heart swelled with a bittersweet recognition. In her soul, she heard his voice. "Nova, I journeyed to the spirit world to protect you. I drank from the hands of a little girl who gave me strength. The clouds purified me, and I now travel to the north where the waterfalls and pine trees linger. Keep praying, my sister. Hold light." Nova shared Echo's message with her family. Their prayers grew stronger, and the light within them began to return. Yet the dark forces had not given up. One night they came to the village, their forms more darker than before. The air grew cold, and the village trembled under their approach. But the elder black dog stood ready, summoning every ounce of his remaining strength. He leaped to meet the dark forces. His once weakened legs carried him higher than anyone thought possible. He battled fiercely, keeping the beings from entering the family's teepee. Finally, with a last, powerful lunge, he vanquished the dark forces. The village grew still once more. The elder dog lay at the entrance of the teepee, his breath shallow. "Place your hands on me," he whispered to the mother. "Let me take your sickness to a place where it can harm no one." With tears streaming down her face, the mother obeyed. As she placed her hands on the elder dog, warmth and light coursed through her body. She felt her strength return, her spirit reconnecting with the Creator. The elder dog exhaled one final breath and passed into the spirit world. The family buried him with great honor, their prayers now infused with gratitude and humility. From that day on, the family's songs grew louder and more beautiful, and every time they looked to the sky, they saw clouds shaped like Echo and the elder dog, reminders of the holy gesture of love, sacrifice, and the unbreakable bond between all living things.